His yearbook mentions, I quote, "He was a boy with a golden heart, cheerful, casual, and always ready to help others. He was smitten by the United States of America from the very beginning, and given his track record, it would be no wonder if any of us find ourselves at his computer consultancy firm very soon." End of quote. Well, he continues to be a man with a golden heart. Cheerful, down-to-earth professional as we all know him today. Now he oversees a staff of over 16,000 employees at the University of South Florida. Incidentally, my wife, Dr. Sukanya Senapati, is also a professor who actually works for him. Prasad currently serves as the provost, Vice President for Academic Affairs at the USF, where he oversees the university's academic vision, research advancement, and innovation initiatives. He's widely admired for his visionary leadership, commitment to higher education, and his continued support of the NIT Rourkela alumni community. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to Dr. Prasad Nair. Prasad.
Okay, good morning everyone. I hope you are having a great time, and I can assure you that you will have a wonderful time during the rest of the day. So, I want to first take you down to the memory lane. Summer of 1987, that's when I graduated, and many of our friends are over here also. That was the last day for me and the NIT campus. At that time, it was called REC. We didn't know what NIT was. In front of Hostel 2, which was the final year hostel, I loaded my packed bags. I loaded it onto an auto rickshaw to take to the train station. A friend of mine chimed in, "How do you feel today?" Without any thoughts, I said, "You know what? 4 years back, I came here as a boy, and I'm walking off the campus as a man." That statement, although sounds simple, was very loaded. That's what those 4 years converted. That's how the 4 years converted all of us during those days. And we all cherish, the learning experience for those days. 4 years, really a long, and that built a structure in us to deal everything else in the rest of my life. And I'm sure most of you would have felt that way, what we have learned in those 4 years. As you heard from our director, by the way, in the last 35 years, I have never seen a more visionary director that NIT had. And I'm so proud of him leading the institution over there, the new heights. The numbers that you saw, that director presented, those are not easily achievable. It's a very highly competitive world out there. There are thousands of engineering institutes in India. Being ranked as number 13 is an incredible achievement. We should all be proud of it, and we all have contributed for that together. And if you aren't keeping up with NIT news, in the last couple years, I have seen there are quite a few activities in the national level where the research and commercialization of products are highlighted in the national newspaper. That is a new thing. It wasn't, I hope all of you will agree with me, it wasn't the trend we were there on the campus. So the new generation is really taking the institution to new heights, and we are very thankful of that. The quality of education, research, outreach, and services has grown significantly. And again, if you are visiting India sometime in your future, go visit the campus. You will see the new infrastructure, very impressive, new services, exceptional in there, and it is always a pleasure to see that. Graduates of NIT Rourkela or REC Rourkela, they play a significant role in improving the brand value of the organization, and we all are a part of it. And many of our alumni have excelled and achieved the pinnacle of success that contributes heavily to the brand value of NIT Rourkela. Setting aside academics, infrastructure, facilities, services, faculty, there are more valuable aspects. So I'll get on to the lighter side, what we have learned that has saved us. The main thing is resilience. Dealing with failures, hardships, sense of loneliness, mental stress and depression. I'm pretty sure those are the words we never knew what the heck those are. Okay, we never thought that there were things like mental stress and depression. So again, but we did endure that, and again we have crossed through that. Again, talk about the quality of hostel living. The hostel food, the bed bugs, and the mice problem. And there is one little mice which I remember very frequently, almost every year. When I was in hostel 3, a stupid mice ate a quarter of my high school graduation certificate. I still live with that. Anywhere I submit the certificate, I have to give an explanation what happened there. So it's pretty interesting. None of these things actually matter to us. Never bothered about any of these things. We never felt the need or aspire for anything better than what was given to us in those 4 years in the hostel. The friendship, the bonding, and the joys and laughter, those are the only things that matter to us. The younger generation out here may not realize that we didn't have cell phones during those days. We didn't even have internet. Some of you think that, how did you live those days? Trust me, we never felt the need for those, and that was those distractions were actually working in favor of us. And we really enjoyed that. We rather focused on luxuries. We had a lot of luxuries. The luxury of living in our own style, dressing up in any particular way was optional, making our own schedule. The delicacies of anda bhujia was like a caviar. So again, outdoor bathing near the water tank, that scene, I won't elaborate, but you know what I mean, okay? Double paddling to old Rourkela and watching movies, especially the first day, first show, we just pushed through to get tickets because we were from REC. That was pretty interesting. The most interesting part of watching movies in NIT was in the AV hall. There's always a demand for seats in the front row. And if you are not the senior most batch, you won't get there. There are certain privileges. I won't be able to speak it out, but there are certain privileges of the first row in AVR. And we all really enjoyed that. And it's hard to, erase those memories going forward. Those luxuries were priceless. And we still relive those luxuries. Attending classes was always considered an extracurricular activities. I don't know how we made through that though, but again, attending classes we never thought was mandatory, and no one ever told us that. So, searching for the syllabus just the day before the exam was a very common routine. And it wasn't uncommon that you go to the exam and you find out that, oops, this subject was supposed to be 2 days down. Why have I seen a question of that? Because you didn't check the exam schedule well. So again, these are the things that made us through. We enjoyed it, we loved it, and we continue to relive those memories, and that's what NIT is all about. The primary purpose of NITROAA. I'm coming to NITROAA now. The primary purpose of NITROAA is to relive those experiences and derive joy and laughter from those memories. These experiences are what has bonded us together. It has transformed friendship into extended family, and we continue to leverage on that, and let's keep on doing that. With this pride membership in NITROAA comes the responsibilities, obligations, and gratitudes. When you see a turtle on the fence, the turtle didn't climb over there. There was someone who helped the turtle climb over to the fence. So remember, if you are in a position to help other NITROAans, please go out of your way to help them. If you need any help, whether younger or older generation, if you need any help, please reach out. We have this wealth of intellectual capital, intellectual helping structure that we should leverage. Together we can do it, and we should do it. We always will carry the NIT pigment in our blood, and we will live through that, and we will be bonded. We need to just capitalize on those relationships as we move forward. Moving on to the conventions. These annual conventions are a unique opportunity to meet each other in person, to hang out together. I mean, when we were just hanging out in that green area last night, it was such a wonderful scene to see. There was no worries. Nobody was thinking about anything else rather than having fun. That adds quality to your life. That adds many years to your life, and we should do that whenever there is an opportunity. The laughter and simple joys that we experience during these 2 days will definitely be remembered. We can work with our younger alumni group, and we can help them. And again, that will bring a snowball effect. They will be helping the next generation, and so on. And in the process, we will be contributing to the rise of our alma mater, and we always take pride in that. Even when the world is moving more towards a virtual and artificial environment, these type of events really add value to our life and continue to increase the liveliness of the environment that we live in. Let's join hands, keep on moving with the NITROAA spirit, and work for our alma mater, NITROAA. Again, reach out, make an impact to the society, contribute to the community, create new friends, engage in the NITROAA circles in your locations, engage in the new innovative and interesting initiatives, and above all, think about creating a legacy that will last forever, and we create that brand value as we move forward. We, the Florida NITROAans, express our sincere gratitude and heartfelt appreciation to all of you for joining us here in Orlando. A lot of effort has been dedicated by this relatively very small group of NITROAans. Let's enjoy the day, cherish the memories, relive our days of campus, and give the very best to this convention. Thank you very much.